one stop. Is it distant? Also have elevators in platform. You must have trolleys to carry luggage. Here we have seen old people climbing stairs. No proper ramps for wheelchairs. Even wheelchairs are not enough.
Yes. So these facilities, as you say, as India is growing and realization of providing such needs is also growing, in the stations which are being built now provide for better facilities. For example, I'll give you an example. The ramps in Yashwantpur station are very gentle, and a wheelchair can be very easily pushed up the ramp. In Bangalore city, we don't have a ramp of that kind because there's no space on either side to provide such a long ramp. But Bangalore city has the distinction of elevators on platforms, which is very rare in India. To my mind, maybe it's there only in one or two.
Carry luggage, you mean?
To carry luggage and people as well. So, except one platform, that is platform number 4, all other platforms has an elevator. So you can take the elevator to the subway, walk in the subway, and take the elevator back to go to the platform you want to go to. So, to that extent, the elevator facility is already provided. As you would have heard that we are also the first station on Indian Railways to introduce airport-style luggage carts. We were the first to introduce it early this year. We have already introduced it at 3 stations, Yashwantpur, Bangalore City and Bangalore Kent. While going for luggage carts, hand carts, on the same design, in fact the same design and make as the airport, we had one constraint. We have a large number of porters. And now these are people whose livelihood is totally dependent on railways. And any introduction of hand carts has made resistance from them. So to begin with, to provide luggage carts at station, we thought that we would go along with them than to go in opposition with them. So we have introduced the trolleys in a manner that the trolleys would be carried by the porter. There's no monetary benefit to passengers. They will keep on paying as much as they pay today. But the first scare that we see on a railway station of a person carrying a couple of boxes on his head, that indignity would be taken care of. That is, from that angle we have attacked this problem. Slowly as hand carts become more and more popular, or we would think of providing hand carts for passengers, perhaps through a coin-operated system at a charge. But at this point, we have introduced it in a manner that we relieve the porters of the inhuman kind of burden they carry
on the head,
without any monetary benefit to passengers. But of course, I'm sure a passenger would also feel good if a porter is next to him carrying in a cart instead of carrying it on his head.
But Mr. Mani, why don't you fix some charges, like from the main gate to the platform 8 or platform 7? Say, fix a charge. They charge whatever they want. They start with 300. There is always a clash. There is always some kind of. Why don't you, as the railway official, can?
Well, I agree with you. First of all, the charges are fixed. Charges are fixed and displayed also. I don't remember the charges exactly, but I think if you go to the platform without use of foot overbridge, there is a certain charge, maybe 60 rupees. And if you use the foot overbridge and lift, then it is maybe earlier the without foot overbridge is perhaps 40, with FOB it is 60. But there are cases of overcharging. What I can assure you, if this is brought to the notice of the station manager or the commercial manager at the station, and a complaint is filed, strict action is taken against them. But in our hurry of travel, people don't complain. The problem exists, I agree.
I've seen people have dropped many relatives and all. There is always a fight. That fellow started in that hurry, we just pay. But I was saying, I didn't know that there was a fixed rate? I didn't know
Not
about
only there is a fixed rate, I can also assure you through the medium of your radio that should any passenger lodge any complaint, immediate action would be taken. And it's only because of lack of complaints
Okay.
that the practice is flourishing. We would definitely like to contain it. I can assure strict action would be taken if we find any porter who's overcharging.
That's where I heard people saying, why don't you allow us to take the trolleys instead of the coolies? So I thought, well, you have said why
Yes,
it
right.
is a difficult problem now. But if you feel coolies will be deprived of their livelihood, can't you think of providing them alternate jobs?
Okay, so let me clarify. The porters at the railway station are not railway employees. They are basically licensed porters. They are, in a way, to that extent, a daily wage earner. At one time, porters were given a railway job at the time of the previous railway minister, but they are licensed operators. And all of them may or may not be fully qualified in terms of education qualification to join a railway job. So it has to go through a series of exceptions and so on. So it's not easy to immediately provide them an alternate job.
Maybe
And we are not talking a small number. Like Bangalore City has
how
some.
many porters may be there?
Yeah, Bangalore City, for example, has about 350 porters. Yashwantpur may have about 70, 80. So it's not a small number. And they do depend on daily earnings to
We
meet
understand,
their
but
livelihood. Yes.
convenience of the passengers also is very important. People feel that when you come, they can take a trolley. And
Let me tell you, so we have in mind a station in Bangalore which has hardly one or two porters today. So it has no conflict.
okay.
And we are toying with the idea at this point to provide luggage trolleys. The conditions especially obtainable in our country, we have to keep in mind. We have to keep in mind that the trolleys may disappear. but I don't vote for that. I don't think that's a big problem. We are toying with the idea to provide free trolleys for passengers to carry themselves at a station which has a very small and or no population of porters. So that